Hey, brother teacher again. I just did a video prior to this on detoxing or reminding you how to detox and a simple way to do that through baking soda. I also wanted to add to that video or just to the discussion, so to speak, how we can combat the situation that we're in America, and not only America, but the world as far as our food supply is concerned. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, and friends and brothers and sisters, we don't control the major food supply. We grew up into the system, and we don't have any major control over how it works. It's been this way since we were children. The manufacturing systems, all of the preserving of foods in the manner in which they're doing it today, and all of the processed foods in the manner in which they're doing it today, we can't control that totally. But what we can control is how we shop. When we go to the grocery store, we need to seek out more organic foods, more organic produce. We need to be scientists for ourselves. We need to be our own physicians. We need to stop allowing the industries, the corporations, and the pharmaceutical companies to poison us, because that's what they have been doing, that's what they're doing, and that's what they're going to continue to do, because there's big money in big manufacturing, and they give us the least amount of nutrition, the least amount of health, the least amount of physical care, all for the bucks, if you will. So what we need to do is start taking some sincere stock in our own lives and that of our own families. So when you go to the grocery store, as I forestated, make sure that you go to the grocery store with health in mind. Remember what I've said before. Now, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is a challenge. This is one of the greatest challenges that you're going to be faced with as a human being, but it is doable, and you really have no other choice, because the industry is not going to change. So the one that has to change is you and I. So when you go to the grocery store again, look for purely 100% organic food. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Stop buying so much processed stuff, because those types of ingredients that's found in those products is not good for us to live. They are debilitating. Over a period of time, they're going to cause cancer and disease, and we're going to die prematurely. We're going to have high blood pressure issues. We're going to have diabetes. We're going to have heart problems. We're going to have internal organ problems of all spectrums. So just understand this. I'm not saying anything to you that is brand new. I'm not saying anything to you that is complicated. What I'm saying to you is that life is precious, and if we all, and I'm sure we all do, view life as being precious, then we ought to be the guardians of our own lives. Take some stock in your lives again, and make sure that you do your due diligence, and that you start researching, that you start looking at the ingredients that's in the foods that you have been ingesting. Make sure that you go online. Make sure that you read some books, that you watch some videos of some proclaimed doctors, and then other people who have had their own experiences with better health as a result of changing their lifestyle, as it were. And I'm a witness as well. I stopped eating processed foods probably up until about 80% is where I'm at right now. There are some things that we don't control and that are way beyond our control, but the things that are within our control, those things we should do. Now, every once in a while, I might buy a fish sandwich from a fast food restaurant, or I might go out to a fast food restaurant, but I'm very selective in what I consume. You should be the same way. No one tells us what they cook their foods with when you go to a restaurant. You don't walk into any restaurant in the world and ask people to hand you a list of what's in their ingredients. It's just not commonplace. You can do it, you have a right to do it, but it's not common for most people to do that. We generally walk into a restaurant, fast food or otherwise, or sit down restaurant, a nice fancy restaurant, and we sit down and we assume that the food that they're serving us is wholesome and that it's healthy for us. But the big question is, what is health? Do any of us know what good health is? Does the people who run the restaurant know what good health is? Or are they just doing things that's traditionally acceptable? Okay? So understand this. When you go to the grocery store, again, make sure you read the ingredients. There's going to be 20, 30, 100 ingredients that's contained in all of the food throughout the whole store that you won't be able to pronounce and or recognize the names. Here's the challenge again. Look it up. And if you don't necessarily want to look it up and it doesn't sound like something that's natural, then just don't purchase it. Don't buy that and stick to natural things. It's going to make you alter your way of living, of course, but it's for the better. It is. It's for the better. And I'm sure once you sit down and you have a talk with yourself, you will understand that it's for the best for you and your family. So when you drink water, make sure you try to stay away from bottled water. I know it's common. I know it's inexpensive. I know it's convenient. I know it's been around for some years now, but bisphenol A is in most of the water bottles, along with many other chemicals that's in the plastic. And when it's sitting in the heat for a period of time, it's going to dissolve or break away and leach into your water, and you're going to be drinking bisphenol A and other chemicals that's in the plastic. And it's not just in bottled water, it's in a whole lot of other packaging that you heat up. So that's just one tidbit. Please stay close, listen to my videos and various other individuals just like me, if you will, just like me from the standpoint of people who are concerned about their health. I'm concerned about my health and that of my families, and I'm concerned about your health as well. I'm not asking you for any money. I'm not saying, hey, go spend $50, $60, $70 on a product of mine. I'm not doing that. Yes, I do have a store. I am a businessman, but at the same time, I am an individual who cares about the people in the world and on the planet Earth, in which we all reside, as it were. So in this video again, if I could say that I want to give you some information of value, the value information that I'm giving you right now. I know I'm stumbling a little bit, but it's okay. I'm trying to conclude. If I were to say or conclude this video, these are the words that I want to give to you, and that's simply this. If you love you and you love your family and you want to see your family for many years to come, and you want to be around in as healthy of a condition as you possibly can in the future, then you should take some stock in your life, as I said before, and start researching those things that are not good for you, and above all, researching the things that are good for you and better for you in terms of health, and start the process of changing your lifestyle so that you can be around here for a much longer period of time. And the only way that you're going to do that is to start today. Don't procrastinate, because none of us know when our last day is going to be on this earth. God forbid somebody shoots us randomly, or we get killed in an automobile accident. But if any of those types of incidents don't occur in your life, the things that you can change yourself, you should change those things while you are here. This is Brother Teacher. Leave me a comment in the comment section below if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to get back with you. And again, I'll see you in the next video, and Yahweh love you as always, and I love you.